Hey,
Hey, what up, guys?
what's up, guys? We back again. It's your boy Modest and Dominique from Royal Entourage Global, the family. So today we're gonna be coming with you guys. This is actually episode 11. I was just telling her that it almost felt like been doing these like almost every day, but it's 3 days a week. But we soon will be probably almost doing something every day. But we'll have us a rest day. So this one we titled "Why Are We Still Allowing Our Past to Affect Our Future Success?" Right. So I know a lot of us, we all we all have our trials and tribulations that we come from, like in life, and nobody's is to be compared to nobody else's.
Right.
But the one thing all and similar is that they are a trial and tribulation. Now,
They all seem to affect us.
yeah, like they all seem to affect us like in a crazy way.
Yeah.
So what we have to recognize is that our upbringing, the way that we came up, like from a kid, like until the adult that we are now, like we had certain principles and things instilled in us. Like no matter if we was willing or unwillingly allowed those things to be instilled in us. So now as we became adults, we're trying to figure out all of this stuff. Like we're trying to catch up. We're trying to figure stuff out, put certain things together, make sense of certain things in life, right? And one of the problems is we not having necessarily learned the proper way to heal or learned the proper way to move on from things. So a lot of things that happen in our past life, like past traumas, we allow those things to linger, and we typically put band-aids on them, and we take that as actually healing that situation.
Right.
So,
And not purposely.
yeah, no,
It's
not
not
purposely.
intentionally.
No, it's not
Yeah,
intentionally.
we're not intentionally just trying to bandage everything up. But like you said, we don't know how to properly heal from trauma, or not even just trauma, just from your past, of anything that's happened that still affects you till this day.
Yeah, everything. Like any. What's up, Alex, TJ, Robert? Thank you guys for hopping on, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Like, check out these nuggets right here. Watch this. So, like, typically, like she just said, it doesn't have to just to be like just a certain. It could be any type of trauma. Trauma can be associated to anything. What's
Anything.
up? What's up, Corey? Man, appreciate you jumping on, bro. So, what we realize is like I was doing this studying in when I was up in San Jose, and they got this thing that they call Dianetics. It's called Dianetics. It's a study of the past, right? So typically what they do is we do a session through like e-meters and stuff like that, readings like meditation and stuff like that, to where we go back and find past traumas and we get rid of them. We do a thing what we call clearing. So we clear it, right? So we can be able to move on. When I did my clearing, was able to go see some stuff and figure out some stuff in my past that I wouldn't normally be able to recognize,
Right.
because obviously I wouldn't remember it, but it's still subconsciously there. So how can we be able to tap into that and be able to get rid of it? So it is
Right.
science behind this faith.
Right.
And I know it's one of the cool things I want to talk, put up on you guys. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna let her jump into a couple of her examples real quick here too.
All right, guys. So I actually believe that once you come across something that affects you to the point where it's affecting your work and affecting your success, you need to take some steps back and you need to reevaluate. What I mean by reevaluating is you need to see how much it's really going to hurt you in the long run. If it's something that, because like we said in our last video about how others, like family members and friends, can simply make an easy phone call, and now it can come in and mess up our day, or our good time that we've created and our good energy. But basically what I'm saying is, if it's something that doesn't even need to go any further than what it already is, you need to let it go. Don't even talk about it. Don't even let it go into your vertex. Get rid of it. Throw it in the trash. It's gone. If it's something that's a little bit more in debt, somebody passed away, or you're having health issues, or any of those type of little things that actually affecting you on a day-to-day basis, how you can reevaluate those type of things is, if it has to do with your health, maybe look at what you're eating, if you're exercising, stuff like that. You can reevaluate that way. If somebody close to you passed away, I know it sounds silly, but there's always Facebook groups and groups like that you could reach out to people that's gone through the same things that you've gone through if you don't have anybody to talk to personally, because I know sometimes you don't always want to put that on your spouse, or you don't always want to put that on people that are close and dear to you, because they might judge you or whatever reason. But there are other like resources and outlets that you can go to.
That's a good tip.
Yes, that will help you get through hard times. Like I said, they're pretty much free groups that you can join. I know that there's a huge one on Facebook that built up so huge that they have such a huge foundation. It's women who either had abortions or miscarriages and stuff like that. And it's basically a bunch of women that just have each other's backs constantly. They can friend each other, get each other's phone contact information, stuff like that. It's being able to help you, being able to like I said, analyze and step back and know that you're not the only one going through it. Like everybody's going through the same thing you're going through, just in a different way, because we all deal and cope with things differently. Me and him deal and cope with things way completely different. Like me, I can get over something quick.
Right.
It might take him a little bit longer, depending on the situation. That's perfectly fine. But it's how you're getting over it and how you're learning from it, and how you can, the next time it comes about, that you're able to, like I said, analyze, figure out what's best, and if you should hang on and cling on to it, or you should just throw it away in the trash.
Yeah, that was excellent. That was an excellent tip as far as the linking up and finding help and stuff like that.
Right, because I said, you're not going through it alone. Like somebody's literally gone through the same exact thing you've gone through.
Same.
They've gone to prison, they've had abortions, they've had people close to them die, they've gone through alcohol, being stuff like different things like that, mental abuse, physical abuse, stuff all like that, stuff that people are letting it just hold on and weigh on their shoulder, and that it's depriving them to move on to the next level. Those little things that we need to figure out how to get over it.
Yes.
I'm not saying completely forget about it, but you kind of have to, in a sense of of moving on to the next to the next step in the next level of your life, or if you never be able to get over it, you're just going to be stuck in the same position.
Exactly. It's just key. Like the moving on part is key.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
We don't want to stay in a victim stance. Like I said at the beginning of when this video first started, like I empathize with people. Like I know some of us come from certain places. Some of us have certain upbringings, but at the end of the day, still doesn't take away from us individually wanting something better for ourselves. So it has to click, man. You have to use common sense.
Yeah. That
you have to start putting yourself with people, start getting information from people who you can clearly see. You don't even have to know it yet. You can see it. It ain't hard for you to see somebody, and you can tell that they doing this, and so it ain't hard to look at somebody and be like, hey man, this dude has really got his head straight. He towards the right path. He actually has something that I can use, or she has something that I can use to be able to, utilize and make me better. And I can use something from this person. I can use a little bit something from that person. But the thing is, the stuff that we've been getting ain't been working. The stuff we've been getting from whoever we've been getting it from, it ain't been working. It just hasn't been working because we haven't reached a certain position to where we put ourselves in a position where we could be doing certain things for other people. Like I know a lot of people think their stuff is together because they got the house, they got the car, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But that's like basic stuff, man.
Yeah,
like that's really, that can be taken from you. That's like really, really basic stuff, Like congratulations if you got that, but at the end of the day, that's like once you get once you get it, it's like, man, if I wanted to, you can go. It's people out there. Okay, now they can be like, I got this one house. Now I want a house on every coast. Now I want a house in France. Now I want a so it's like a never ending satisfaction thing. Like we can get a ton of houses, man, but something
that's not gonna satisfy.
Yeah, it's not gonna
fulfill your.
It's not gonna fulfill you.
Yeah, it's not gonna fulfill you.
It's not gonna fulfill you at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And
it's like going to a restaurant and you expecting it to be like so good, you know,
like trash.
And and it's just horrible. It didn't fulfill you. You weren't like good with it.
It was like trash. Yeah. So like a lot of us, like we have to use specific things to help us get over stuff. Like, you can't keep trying to think over your problems and maybe write them down and reflect on them yourself. You have to be able to get with people who have strategies and specific techniques, ways. Like God, for example, is one good one. And then obviously we have prophets and teachers and educators on this earth also, who we call mentors.
And people that are on the same level with you, you always want to get with people that are on the same level. Like I said, people that are going through what you're already going through and experiencing, because in that way you guys can be already on the same page and already know what it takes from one another to get to that, versus somebody that doesn't already know to somebody that knows. It's going to be hard to explain to them what it takes to bring you guys up together.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So when like a lot of our trial and tribulation, like if you was dealing like a person, I had a couple of people that I knew before I moved out here that were kind of dealing with the whole let me make sure I word it right. What is the word? I want to say cheat. It's called infidelity. Yeah, infidelity. I was trying to look for that word. I know I couldn't just say cheating, but I was trying to look for that word.
Okay, yeah.
But I had a couple close friends who was dealing with. They were married, dealing with different stuff like that. And one of the key things that now, like to this day, I had seen one of my same friend post something. This happened like 2 years ago, and I seen him post something, and he was saying like as he grew more and learned more about people, and he learned more about characteristics and stuff like that, he found out and learned that the person that he was with, from the trial and tribulations that happened in their life, them not never being able to overcome that, they drug that into their relationship. So I mean, like insecurities, like non-trust and stuff like that. And like I say, it's easy to get tricked to think that you over a problem because it's not in your face anymore.
Right.
Like you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like that doesn't necessarily mean that you dealt with the problem. It's like if you dealt with something in your past life, like abuse, physical, sexually, or whatever, you've seen stuff, you've been through stuff, like you have to be able to get those things pulled out of you.
Yeah,
like I call them demons.
Yeah, like it needs to be like you said, the correct way of going about it. You can't just expect you to be able to just get over it. Like I said, it has to be properly done, and it has to be done in a sense of like being able to make it a lifestyle of you becoming just a better you, a better person, giving out to better, knowing that people aren't going to hurt you no more, because that's one thing, like you were saying, people get physically, mentally abused, sexually abused, and they think everybody's just going to hurt them, and stuff like that, it sabotages you, man. Like, it straight sabotages you, because you can literally become in contact with somebody that could have helped you, in whatever industry that you are in, but instead you're so nonchalant and so scared and so back that you didn't want to even communicate.
And when you go to these self-help groups on that type of stuff, and you hear these women and men talk, that's the stuff that they're going to tell you, like, get help. Like, we're here to help you. We're here to, like, that's what the support is for. Like,
and nowadays with, like, this whole COVID stuff, like, you don't even have to go in person. Like, I'm sure there's stuff you can do, like, face, like
stuff
this, that you don't even have to physically go nowhere. You can literally talk to somebody one-on-one, so it's more comfortable. You're in your own home comfortably, Because I know a lot of things for people, they use the excuse of comfort zone, which to me, I don't believe in the comfort zone. Like, I believe you need to get uncomfortable to be comfortable, So if you're comfortable and you're not where you need to be, then you need to figure out a way to get uncomfortable, for sure.
Comfort zone.
Yeah, comfort zone, or like
no comfort zone.
Yeah, it's like a back pillow. You fall back and you know that pillow is going to be there to catch you. You don't want that pillow there right now. You'll have it there when it's ready to be there, but right now you need to be able to just continue to fall and get hurt. It's like a little kid. They'll get hurt and get hurt and hurt, and eventually they'll realize, I don't want to get hurt like that no more. So they'll stop doing what they're doing. Well, that's the same with us. Our brains are wired the same as like a baby. Like we know that if we keep falling back and not doing what we need to do, we're going to continue to hurt ourselves.
Yep.
Versus if that pillow's there, we won't hurt ourselves, and that's a comfort zone. So we need to get out of our comfort zone and figure out a different lane for ourselves to go in that's gonna benefit us.
Yep. For sure, man. You have to allow yourself to be able to almost not almost, you gotta eradicate the majority of your old self, like your character. Like one thing that I realized is that if you have people that who think that they knew you and they still think that they know you, then you ain't changed enough.
Oh yeah, remember I read that too this morning.
Period. Like period. If you got people who still think you the same old, like I mean, you ain't even have to tell people. The energy is gonna or they gonna see, or if they don't like they gonna see it.
Be like, I wonder what happened to so and so. I haven't talked to them in a while. Well, there's probably a reason why.
And I'm talking about family members, friends, and anything. And what I mean more is that like I'm talking about like people being able to see your execution and what you're doing.
For sure.
Like you get what I'm saying? Like people being able to see the action that you're taking, the progress that you're making. And that's what I mean by if people that you know are still thinking that you're the same person, then you haven't made enough impact. You haven't changed enough.
No. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If they look at you the same and they're like, oh, this person's still the same.
It's still
then your personal development needs to get going.
It hasn't changed. Like you haven't made enough impact.
Yeah.
And some of y'all might take that crazy, but I'm serious. You haven't made enough impact. Like our goal is to make impact, and whether if a person is being impacted by your impact or not, like you know what people.
We're not saying walk around here being fake. Like you got to be you.
Exactly.
But be you in a way that can change, like. If we all walk around here just being the same and all thinking that we know all the same stuff, then it's like, who's gonna ever who's ever gonna learn from us? Like if our generations just continue to learn the same stuff, like my son is never gonna learn anything different unless we stop it and figure out a way for him to learn and do something different versus just going to school, going to college, get a degree, and get a job and work 40 hours a week and do taxes and do the stuff regularly. Like that's all the normal stuff. But it's like we decided like no, we don't feel like that route is good enough. And we don't deserve that. He don't deserve that. People around us don't deserve that. You know. So we're not sitting here saying you gotta walk around here being fake, but know what you deserve. Know what you're worthy of. Know that you have a lot of our brains are designed and we're so intelligent that once we figure out what we actually like to do and you actually start to create almost different things to be able to keep up with it every day, your brain will eventually just catch on and know every day what to do, how to do it, and how to go about it, you know. So I just, like I said, stay consistent, know what you deserve, and, you know, don't let your past come to haunt you, because it'll just, like you said, it'll just step on you every step of the way.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I have to say, you guys.
Yep, that's it for me too.
Yeah. Alright, so, you said you didn't have to say anything?
Nope.
No? Alright. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're Entourage Global. I'll drop the links in the comments. We also have some Facebook groups and pages you can go follow and join. We're Entourage Global Network. We're Entourage Global Financial Literacy. And you can follow us on Instagram. But until then, we'll see you guys back for episode 12.
See you guys next time on episode 12. Make sure you guys have an amazing, amazing weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking to you guys next time.
All right.
All right. Peace, guys.